From the News Channel 8 studios, let's talk live with your hosts, Natasha Barrett and Melanie Hastings.
3 hours late. What's the deal?
I was at your father's funeral.
Well, maybe that excuse would have flown when my dad was here, but I'm in charge now.
That excuse wouldn't make any sense if your dad was still here.
Whoa. In my office now.
That was a clip from the movie Horrible Bosses. Anybody see that one? It was pretty hilarious. Well, if you didn't know, today is a National Bosses Day, and lots of people have something to say about their supervisors.
Do they ever? We had Cyndy Bragg, better known as the Whoopie Queen, hit the streets of D.C. for us to see if people were giving their boss maybe a trophy or maybe a pink slip.
I took stuff
Cyndy.
out and about, and we talked to lots of people to see if they got the pink slip or the trophy.
So people were really candid, knowing they're going to be on camera, that their bosses could see this.
Yes, it was pretty shocking.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Can you believe it's a holiday?
No.
Like someone
There's a holiday for every
You can make
day.
anything a holiday. In 1958, a woman named Patricia Bay Hirosky decided it should be a national holiday. So she filed it with the Chamber of Commerce, and voila. Who knew? This is how you do it.
Bosses Day.
Yeah.
So what are you supposed to do? Get a card?
Did you get cards and stuff for your... Because I have extra trophies or pink slips.
It's being delivered here very, very, very soon.
I have some extras. You know, and a lot of times people were really candid, but they also said great things about their bosses, and we have footage to show of some of the good stuff people said.
All right, I'm ready to see this.
All
This
right.
should be good. This is kind of man on the street.
Man
sort
on the
of thing.
street, yeah. Out and about.
Out and about.
All right, let's take a look.
What makes a great boss to you?
A great boss is definitely somebody who's fair and likes to have a good time at work. Honesty.
Honesty. Honest Ernest.
Yes.
Honest Abe.
Someone who just kind of gives you direction and lets you go.
So someone that you can always go talk to and will give you good feedback, but also not someone that you feel like can be too much your best friend, so you respect them.
What advice would you give to, bosses out there?
Hire me. I'm looking for a job.
Do you want to be my Manny?
Sure. Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good
He
one.
said sure.
He said sure. You've got him on
I've
tape.
got a Manny.
Hired.
Those were some good comments.
Really good comments, and be encouraging, great communicator, pretty basic stuff that I think, it's good to hear again and again if you're in a management role.
Door open policy.
Having fun.
I like the one about not being too much of a best friend.
Right. Have a boundary.
You got to have a little bit of space.
Got to have that line.
Right. And then on the flip side, we had people tell us some really interesting things about, not having such great bosses.
This is the part we want to hear.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's roll this footage.
I had a boss who used to eat cereal every morning when I would have breakfast or when I would have my first meeting with her.
Was she always after your Lucky Charms?
And I had a friend who just started a job and she didn't know what to do, and she was waiting around for a boss to tell her what she was supposed to be doing every day, and it was like a month, and it's not only a waste of her time, but it's a waste of the company's time, the boss's time, for her to just be sitting around.
I don't think it's a great idea to show anger too much.
What would he do? Like, what did he do to get angry?
Shout, baka.
What does that mean?
Stupid.
All right.
Baka, baka. Can you imagine being yelled at like that?
Listen, I've had a boss that used to yell at people and actually kick trash cans and things like that, but I kind of liked
You liked it.
And this is weird because, well, it was never directed at me, but maybe once. Not the trash can. But what I'm saying is you always knew where he stood, if he was happy, if he was pissed off. But, there's many bosses you can't read at all, or they're not present. So sometimes it's good to have the highs and the lows.
So your boundary is don't throw a trash can. And you're good.
You don't throw it at me. Yes.
At you,
yes,
right. Okay.
Yeah, good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, I've got 3 fun tips, helpful tips, if someone's having a difficult time with their boss on what you can do.
Okay.
All right, so the first tip is to manage the micromanager. Okay, say you have somebody who just, will not let go. He's or she's all over you. Set some key points in the project that you can do check-ins so that that person can feel part of the process.
Okay.
All right. Another tip is to really talk about how you handle criticism, all right? There's a way to take criticism. One of the ways is to go on the judger path, and that's where you are inundated with, oh my gosh, this is so hard, why is this person doing this to me, where you judge either yourself or the other person. Or you can take the learner path, and you can look at it as a curiosity path. What can I learn from this? What classes can I take? How can I make communication more productive? So that's, and then I have one more tip. Let me check and see what that is. Yeah, have to check mine. Pink slip. Setting priorities. Have your boss set the priorities, all right? So say you have so much on your plate and you don't know what to do. Go to them with your list of stuff. Have them decide what needs to be done in what order, and then you are free and clear to move it along and not feel so overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm. Those are good. Those are really good. I think, you know, some of the tensions may come about if the boss might feel threatened because the employee maybe is performing at a higher level.
Oh, okay.
You know, that can happen too.
Well, I think, you know what, as an employee, always deflecting back, you know, praise to someone, it'll really suck it up. You just got to suck it up.
No matter what job you're in. Cyndy Bragg, the Whoopie Queen, thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me. That was so fun.
Happy Bosses Day.
Happy Bosses Day, everybody.
To all the bosses
got her
out there.
trophy. Suck it up. Coming next on the show. Oh, and
you don't want
the
work
sucker.
to suck.